Lego.
Be what you love. It took a lot of hardship just to learn how not to break down and stop it.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lexi Love, and here today I'm just gonna give you guys like a snippet of like what I deal with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. It's so hard for me to pronounce the word, but yes, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna answer a few questions and just get to know me a little, because I'm like getting back into YouTube and like I have been going for like a minute. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. So I just want to share something that's really personal and like I feel like a lot of women can relate to it because it's like common. Yeah. All right, question 1, how I found out I had PCOS. So I found out when I was around 13 or 14 years old. I was living in Jackson, Tennessee. That's how I remember because that's the time I went to high school. That's when I moved to Jackson. I went to a doctor because my mom thought I wasn't like properly like taking baths and stuff. And the first time was my neck was turning, it was a darker color because you can tell I'm really light. So my neck was like really dark and like had like lines and rings around, almost like a baby had milk around their neck or something and just sat there. So she took me to the doctor and they did a lot of blood work. It was just a lot of tests, a lot of like going to the hospital, going to the doctor, trying to figure out what's going on. No one really knowing like exactly what's going on. So it was just like after my third doctor, that's when they really diagnosed me with PCOS, and they were just like, it was Dr. Candace in Jackson, Tennessee. I'll never forget it. Like she was so nice. So she found out like exactly what was going on, put me on the right medication for it, and yes, like medication was involved because I was insulin resistant. No one ever knows what insulin is. It's like when your body makes too much insulin, or your pancreas make too much insulin, then your body can't handle it like the normal or the average person. So I was put on metformin, and metformin also help regulates your cycles. And that's a part of having PCOS. It's just like having irregular periods and things like that, because I didn't have my first period until I was 14. That's when it was just like, oh, okay. Everybody said, oh, you just a late bloomer. But mom, she was like, yeah, no, something is not right. So if it wasn't for my mom like taking me to the doctor, just like really seeing exactly what's wrong, I don't think I would like ever like known what was going on. I probably thought it was just like me just being a tomboy type and like not really like doing too much. But yeah, so that's how I found out, through a lot of blood work. It's a lot, yeah. Yeah, so when I left off, I had to go through heating pads, right? So heating pads is where it helps like your veins like come to the surface so they can ultimately like draw blood. So because you need blood work done to test your sugar and different things like that to make sure your glucose levels is not too high. And that's part of it's like your glucose, which is your sugar level, and they just want to make sure it's even. So I don't know if people have dealt with this before. You go to the hospital, right, or the doctor, they make you drink this syrup, this juice. Mostly pregnant women drink it to test like their sugar and stuff like that. And when I tell you I had an orange flavor, it was so disgusting. It was like the nastiest thing on the planet. I think to this day, that's why I don't drink like really anything orange, because it was just sugary. They want your sugar. They want me to have a sugar rush, so they wanted my sugar to spike to like the highest, which is so weird. And like so they can just test it and go like about the things or whatever. So that's one thing I had to deal with. Another one besides that I was going back for is like telling about the kid situation. So now that I'm like 26, about to be 27, I'm like, okay, I need to look more into it. So my next video is gonna be more about like taking guys along like to doctor's appointments and like just seeing like the process. Lego. Back to what I was saying. Yes. So the next episode, I want to try to like take you guys along so you can see like the process of how I go and like get a checkup, different things, what they check for. Like you're gonna see probably how much blood they probably take, which is kind of nasty. You probably want to see that, but it goes to different labs to check like a cholesterol, blood sugar, blood pressure. I said blood sugar. Cholesterol, blood pressure, your sugar level, aka your glucose levels, just anything you can just imagine your kidneys, your liver, just overall physical. It checks everything for you. So that's something I want you guys to like come along and see as I get back into like YouTube and just like being open more and just being like more there. This is kind of therapeutic because I just start talking and I just get it all out and I feel so much better. I feel like I'm not just